Have you ever tried sitting absolutely still? No movement, no thoughts, no action? Even if you close your eyes, fold your hands, and decide, I will do nothing, you'll notice your mind racing, your breath flowing, and your heart beating. This is exactly what Lord Krishna tells Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. Na hi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtatya karma krit. Translation: no one can remain without action, even for a moment. Everyone is compelled to act according to their nature and the forces of Prakriti, nature. In this video, we'll explore what Krishna truly meant, why action is inevitable, and how this wisdom can transform the way you live your life today. We'll go step by step, first understanding the meaning, then exploring real-life examples, and finally, learning practical ways to apply this teaching in our careers, relationships, and personal growth. So stay with me till the end, because once you understand this truth, your perspective on life will completely change. Part 1. Meaning of the verse. When Krishna says, no one can remain without action, he's not only talking about physical movement like walking, working, or speaking. He's pointing to a deeper truth. Our body is always in action. Our lungs breathe, our stomach digests, our heart pumps blood. Our mind is always active, thinking, imagining, worrying, or planning. Even when we sleep, dreams happen. That too is a form of action. So in reality, absolute inaction is impossible. Krishna explains that every living being is driven by gunas, qualities of nature. Sattva, purity, knowledge, balance. Rajas, desire, activity, passion. Tamas, inertia, ignorance, laziness. Depending on which guna is dominant, a person acts accordingly. A sattvic person might study scriptures or meditate. A rajasic person might chase success, work hard, or start businesses. A tamasic person might oversleep, avoid responsibilities, or indulge in laziness. But whether sattva, rajas, or tamas, some form of action is always happening. Even laziness is a kind of action. Inaction is also an action. Thus, Krishna warns Arjuna, you cannot escape your duty by avoiding action. Even if you try, nature will force you into some kind of activity. Part 2. Why action is inevitable. Why can't we remain still? The answer lies in our very design as human beings. Biological compulsion. Even if you try to sit in meditation for 10 minutes, your body will itch, your legs will hurt, or you'll feel like moving. The body resists stillness because it is designed for action. Psychological compulsion. Our mind is restless. It constantly generates thoughts, plans, and desires. A person who says, I will sit quietly and do nothing, might still be daydreaming, imagining scenarios, or worrying. Karmic compulsion. Our present life is the result of past karma. Those karmas push us into situations and circumstances where action is necessary. For example, even if you decide not to work, hunger will force you to find food. Social compulsion. We live in society. Duties as a parent, child, employee, or citizen naturally pull us into action. This is why Krishna tells Arjuna, running away to the forest won't solve your problem. Even there, your mind will keep acting. Instead, accept action as inevitable, but act wisely. Part 3. The illusion of inaction. Sometimes people think, I will escape action by becoming inactive. But Krishna reveals that this is an illusion. Example, a soldier deserts the battlefield thinking, I will not kill, I will remain peaceful. But in reality, by not fighting, he indirectly supports the enemy. His inaction becomes an action with consequences. A student who refuses to study is also acting, choosing laziness. The result will still come as failure. Even thoughts are actions. Hatred,
jealousy, or love in the mind generate energy that affects our behavior and future karma. So, Krishna is teaching us it is impossible to avoid action. What matters is not whether you act, but how you act. Part 4. The right attitude toward action. If action is inevitable, how should we live? Krishna gives a powerful answer. Do your duty without attachment to results. This is called karmayoga. Do your duty. Arjuna's duty was to fight as a warrior. Your duty might be to work, raise a family, or study. Krishna says, don't run away from duty. Do it wholeheartedly. Detach from results. The biggest problem in life is not action, but our attachment to results. We crave success, fear failure, and become anxious. Krishna teaches, perform action sincerely, but don't be enslaved by the outcome. Success or failure, accept them both calmly. Act selflessly. Instead of acting for selfish desires, act for a higher purpose, service to family, society, or God. This purifies the mind. Balance is key. Overwork leads to burnout. Laziness leads to decay. Krishna advises moderation. Eat, sleep, and work in balance. By following karma yoga, every action becomes a form of worship. Cooking becomes devotion. Working becomes service. Studying becomes meditation. Then action no longer binds us, it liberates us. Part 5. Real-life examples. Let's make this practical with examples. The office worker. Suppose you are in a stressful job. You can't escape action, you must work to survive. But if you shift your mindset to, I am working sincerely, but not attached to promotions or praise, suddenly stress reduces. Work becomes smoother. The mother. She cooks, cleans, manages kids. Instead of feeling burdened, if she thinks, this is my duty, my seva to family, her work becomes joyful. The student. Preparing for exams, the pressure of results creates anxiety. But if the student follows Krishna's teaching, study with focus, but detach from results, he will study better and succeed naturally. The spiritual seeker. Even meditation is an action, but instead of forcing stillness, if the seeker accepts thoughts and gently returns to focus, meditation deepens. These examples show that action is inevitable, but suffering is optional. With the right attitude, action becomes a path to peace. Part 6. Modern relevance. In today's fast-paced world, many people say, I am tired, I want to quit everything and just rest. But as Krishna says, even that rest is a kind of action. A person scrolling endlessly on social media is acting. A person complaining all day is acting. A person meditating is also acting. So, instead of avoiding action, we must choose the right action. This is the secret to success. Don't waste energy in meaningless action. Channel it into purposeful action aligned with your dharma, your responsibility, and higher calling. Conclusion, life lesson. So what do we learn from Krishna's wisdom? Action is inevitable. You cannot escape it. Inaction is an illusion. Even laziness and avoidance are forms of action. The quality of action depends on your attitude. Selfish action binds, selfless action frees. By practicing karma yoga, duty, detachment, and selflessness, you can live joyfully, without stress. Next time you feel like running away from responsibilities, remember Krishna's words. No one can remain without action, even for a moment. Instead of avoiding action, embrace it as your path. Do what you must, but do it with wisdom, detachment, and devotion. That is the way to true peace and fulfillment. Outro, call to action. If you found this teaching valuable, share it with friends who feel stressed or burdened by responsibilities. Remember, the Bhagavad Gita is not just ancient scripture, it's a timeless guide for modern life. Tell me in the comments which part of this teaching resonates with you most. Are you struggling with overwork, procrastination, or attachment to results? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita, and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep acting, keep growing, and keep living with Krishna's wisdom.